Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today I have a Neutral Smokey Eye tutorial that is super duper easy. Today to get this look, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. So that is what this one looks like right here. I'm going to start off using some Urban Decay Primer Potion. I just found this in my drawer and figured I would use it because I hadn't used it for a while. So I'm just applying, well, I thought it was a little bit, but it was still a little bit too much. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. So I'm just going to be smoothing this over my eyelid, and then we're going to begin on the shadow. The first color I'm going to be using is this one right here. It's a light tan shade called Mousse. And I'm just going to be applying this like I would any transition color, just to slightly build that up in the crease to make all of the other shadows apply more smoothly and give them something to blend into. So I'm just going to be applying this in windshield wiper motions and slowly building up the intensity of the color until it's where I like, and then we're going to go in and darken it up. The next shade I'm going to be picking up is this color called Puddin'. It's a cool dark brown shadow. It looks a lot lighter in that clip because of the studio lights, but it's a medium to dark brown shade and it's definitely on the cooler side. I'm just going to be applying this on the outer third of my eye, and I'm just using the same fluffy blending brush. I really like to use these blending brushes with smoky eyes just because it just makes everything blend out so nicely and just really makes the colors blend together well. So you'll notice that I'm using kind of the same two brushes for this whole look. So I'm just going to continue to apply that and make sure that it blends with that first color we put down, and then I'm just going to kind of lightly tap that on the outer third to kind of build up the intensity right there. So after I have that color down, I'm just going to pick up a clean blending brush and just kind of give that a once over to make sure everything is nice and smooth before we go in and add the black. So the black color I'm going to be using here is this one called Licorice. This is a really pretty matte black, and it is super pigmented. As you can see, it applies really dark. I just barely tapped this brush in there. So I'm really just going to be focusing this on the outer third and just little by little blending this color up. With black, you definitely don't want to get too much on too soon. Otherwise, you're going to have a really hard time blending it. So just go a little bit at a time and you'll get it the exact color that you want it. For my lid color, I'm going to be using this color Frosting. This is a medium metallic brown shade, and I'm just going to be tapping this on with my finger. This just really added a lot to the look. I loved the contrast of the really matte black and then the shimmer shade, so this just did a lot for the look, I thought. So I'm just applying this all over the lid, and then I'm going to use the same color Puddin' for my lower lash line on a small little smudge brush, and I'm only going to be taking this about halfway in. I feel like my eyes get closed off really quickly and look really squinty if I take it all the way in, so I like to just leave it on the outer third. For my highlight color, I'm going to be taking Coconut Cream on a small little brush and then just applying this to the highest point underneath my brow. For my inner corner highlight, I thought it would be fun to add a little sparkle, so I'm using this color Pink Sugar. It's just a glittery pink shade, and I'm just going to be applying that with my pinky finger and just dabbing that into the inner corner until it's as glittery as I like. Then I'm going to take my trusty black gel liner from Maybelline and my Real Techniques liner brush, and I'm just going to be applying this gel liner like I normally would. You guys have seen me do this like 1.5 million times. If you want an in-depth video, I'll have one linked down below. I just went ahead and did a tiny wing here. I prefer a small wing on my eye versus no wing at all. I feel like it just flatters the shape of my eye a little bit, but I also didn't feel like this was a full-on like strong winged liner look since the outer third was already so heavy. So that's why I chose to do a small wing. So now I'm just going to coat my lashes with a couple coats of mascara, and then I'm going to be applying my false lashes off camera. I have a full video on that as well. I'm going to be using the Ardell Demi Wispies for this look. For bronzer, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer on a fluffy dome contour brush, and I'm just going to be applying this like I normally would, just right under my cheekbones and lifting those bad boys up, giving this face some structure. For my blush, I'm going to be using my favorite Milani Romantic Rose color. I feel like this one is just kind of a bronzy mauve color is the best way to describe it, and I'm just going to be applying this with a little kabuki brush. For the highlight, I'm just going to use the one out of my IT Cosmetics bronze blush and highlight little disc thingy. I forget the name, it will be linked down below though. So I'm just going to be applying this to the tops of my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, and my Cupid's bow with this fan brush. Okay, I swear this is one of my all-time favorite lip colors, you guys. This one is the MAC Viva Glam 2. And this one is one that is in their permanent collection. This is not one of the Viva Glams that was like limited edition, so you still can get this, I believe. I just really like it. It's just kind of a cooler, lighter brown nude shade, but I just feel like it looks really, really flattering with more cool toned looks. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.